guys, we just wrapped up week 6 of the EU LCS, and it was easily our loudest week yet when our studio got taken over by the Irish League of Legends community. Let's see what went down. Week 6 kicked off with the Unicorns of Love facing down Splice. Every inch of the rift was contested as the teams battled to take control. But it was the Unicorns' scrappy late-game teamfighting that turned the tides, and White Knight put the final nail in Splice's coffin with a massive flank that caught Kobe and Kasing by surprise and secured the victory for the Unicorns. Then, it was the on-fire G2 Esports taking on Roccat. Everyone was wondering if the Kingslayers would live up to their title, but it was King Perks and G2 who ruled over Roccat for a clean and controlled win. H2K and Fnatic both came into their match with winning streaks on the line. Fnatic got things started quick with first blood before the game was even a minute in. And they immediately took over with a proactive early game. H2K did their best to hang strong, but Fnatic simply just had too much damage as Caps and Reckless led the way to a commanding victory. Vitality wanted to put an end to their 0-2 losing streak as they squared off against Giants Gaming. It was vintage Vitality after they collapsed for an easy first blood. But Giants had a 0-3 losing streak of their own, and they wanted to break it. They found a sneaky Baron and the fights they needed to turn the game around. And from there, Giants ruined Vitality's day, blasting them apart for a gigantic win.
Ruin is an absolute demon as he takes out 2!
The last match of day 1 featured Misfits taking on Schalke 04. Misfits thought they took the upper hand after a clean fight resulted in Baron. But just minutes later, Schalke made a valiant base defense to turn around the game, and then Upset topped it off with a sick triple kill.
For the triple him as well, Maxlaw has nowhere to go, and Upset says, not today to Misfit.
And once Misfits stepped out of position at the Elder Dragon, Schalke stormed into their base to take an epic comeback win. With day 1 in the books, the pros went home to rest up and strategize about how to take on the matches in day 2. Saturday began with a game full of twists and turns between the Unicorns of Love and Roccat. Roccat believed they finally nabbed the advantage with a great fight that turned into an Elder Dragon and the Baron. But White Knight called the gods to forge a path, and the Unicorns fought their way back into the game. They tore Roccat to shreds when Xayah picked up an unofficial pentakill, and the Unicorns dashed forward for their 3rd straight win.
A little bit more, he's going to get the slow. Xayah now moving forward against the shutdown.
Next up, H2K and Giants Gaming took to the Rift. Giants had all of the smooth moves in the early game, making it seem easy against H2K.
Question gets him! Oh!
Found an engage option onto Joko, does go unstoppable, but will be forced into his passive soon.
Oh my god!
But a huge Baron steal shook the game up and kept H2K alive.
Oh god, it should not be possible!
With new life, H2K continued to chip away at Giants' lead.
Middle of everything, Steelback goes down! Not what they needed at all!
Yet it looked like all hope was lost when Giants took a kill and the Baron. But a fiercely heroic last stand in their own base turned into an unlikely victory for H2K.
One back, Betsy's in the middle of everybody, and he's not going to get taken down quite yet. Sheriff wants to redeem himself. Selfie pushing in. Ruin going to get down and straight in. Targamas wants to bring it home. I don't know if he can. Are you kidding me? Who is going to end the game? Targamas wants to bring it in. Ruin goes down. What is this? Oh my god, H2K, that is fucking beautiful!
Next was Schalke 04 facing off against Splice. It was a closely contested game that had all of the markings to carry on well into the late game. But all it took was one opportunity for Splice to cash in and close it out for a 34-minute victory. The match of the week was a battle for first place as Fnatic took on G2 Esports. Reckless started off by picking up an early double kill. However, it was G2 Esports who slowly pieced together a gold lead through careful macro play. Unfortunately, all their hard work came crashing down after mistakes and a disaster at Baron Pit cost them the game and earned Fnatic sole possession of first place. And the final game of Week 6 was a showdown between Misfits and Vitality. It didn't take long for Misfits to find their rhythm, and once the mid-game hit, they picked apart Vitality over...
Vitality just got wrecked.
And over.
Let's kiss as a Max Law takes down Vitality. It's a triple kill for Alfari.
And over again, as they easily steamrolled their way to a convincing win.
And Vitality are crushed and obliterated by Misfits.
And with that, we finally have a clear first, second, and third place in the standings, with Fnatic sitting above them all. It's looking good for these 3 super teams, but the rest of the pack aren't too far behind, and anyone can still make it to playoffs. Make sure you grab your tickets for the EU LCS Spring Finals in Copenhagen so you don't miss it, and I'll see you in the next one.